Famously, all children, except one, grow up. The child tax credit's recent growth spurt highlights the question of what the near-term growing pains might look like as Congress begins to consider extending the advance child tax credit beyond 2021. The major issue for the credit remains whether and for how long the advance credit for 2021 enacted in the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021, PL 117-2, will be extended. The stakes increased with the distribution of the first round of payments on July 15. President Biden that day suggested that the expansion of the child tax credit will be one of the things that the Vice President and I will be most proud of when our terms are up. Positioning the child tax credit changes as a signature achievement was the theme of the week for Democrats in Congress, too. The CTC Six, as Senate Finance Committee members Michael F. Bennet, D-Colo, and Sherrod Brown, D. Ohio, Senator Cory A. Booker, D.N.J., House Ways and Means Committee member Suzan K. DelBene, D-Wash, and Reps Rosa L. DeLauro, D-Conn, and Ritchie Torres, D.N.Y., have deemed themselves, expressed their commitment to an extension the day before the IRS sent out the first installments to 35 million families. Biden's American Families Plan proposes 2025 as a potential end date. That timing would set up the renewal discussion to occur at the same time as that for the expiring provisions under the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. But there are obstacles to an extension of that length, namely the price tag. The Joint Committee on Taxation estimated that the 2021 advance child tax credits expansion would cost $110 billion. The cost of extending it until 2025 has been estimated at around $450 billion. And a permanent expansion could cost $1.6 trillion over the 10-year budget window, according to the Tax Foundation's estimates. Still, the expanded credit is likely to enjoy the same broad popularity among taxpayers as its predecessors. As the first installments of the 2021 advance child tax credit went out, Treasury announced that they totaled approximately $15 billion and covered almost 60 million children, more than 26 million of whom would have received less than the full credit amount under the previous rules because of too low household incomes. Treasury's statistics were also broken down by state. The average payment amount across the country was $423, and the states whose families received the largest portion of the almost $15 billion were, in order, California, $1.6 billion for 6.6 million children, Texas, $1.5 billion for 5.9 million children, Florida, $915 million for 3.6 million children, New York, $802 million for 3.2 million children, Pennsylvania, $555 million for 2.2 million children, Ohio, $551 million for 2.2 million children, and Illinois, $547 million for 2.2 million children. Utah had the highest average payment at $515 per family, and Idaho came in second at $487 per family. Washington, D.C.